Hey, it's Rosyside Farm. Today is Wednesday, and we're getting ready for our first market of the year, which is tomorrow at the Cult Classic Brewery on Kent Island. It's in the parking lot. It's the Kent Island Farmers Market. So we've been dealing with a pretty rough spring weather-wise. Anybody in the Mid-Atlantic, we're in Zone 7B in Maryland, knows how the spring is not what it's been the last handful of years. So, we're struggling a little bit. The plants are going to survive. They're going to start to really fill out, but not everything is where we want it to be this year. So right now we're going through and we're looking for what looks the best, what gives our customers the absolute best product that we can possibly give them and put them together for the market. Now this market, and we sell annual plants, we sell some perennials like triple crown thornless blackberries, elderberry bushes, strawberries, but it's kind of a week earlier than we've done it in the past. It's only our third year selling these plants at the farmers market, so we're not experts by any stretch of the imagination. But we've done some things that we found to be successful. Today we're going to put together things that look good, that are going to go to the market, and it's not going to be our full complement of plants. We like to do a lot of variety. There's not going to be a whole lot of variety this week, but we're hoping to get that by next week, especially the week after, when it looks like spring is here. Looks like we're finally in a stretch of weather that is going to be pretty good and let these plants get going. We sell all of our annual plants for $4 a piece. So this here's a beefsteak tomato. There's actually two of them in there. These are looking pretty good. This is probably going to make the cut, but everything is $4 a piece. So I also have some good looking peppers here. We have bell peppers, we have lunchbox peppers, we have jalapenos, which look great. Now we also have some, let me see, we have here some ground cherries. So these ground cherries, obviously we're not selling, because those are going to be, we're going to see what is the best looking plant in there, then thin them out. We have some bell peppers in their very early stages. They're not going to go to the market. Again, if we're going to charge $4 for a plant, we want to make sure it's a nice meaty plant, like this beefsteak here. Our tomatillos will probably go. These German Johnsons, I mean, they're right about there. They may make the cut as well. So we also have a seed starting lettuce, which is called just Gourmet Blend. So it's different kind of cut and come again lettuces. And this is a 4-pack, but we're still selling it for $4. So we found what's best is have a kind of a uniform price for not everything, but most things. We have strawberries that we sell for $5 a piece. But for the most part, all annuals are going to be $4 a piece. There are going to be some perennials. Obviously, our blackberry bushes are going to be more than a normal annual plant. But it just kind of simplifies the process, and I think it gives our customers a good deal. We have varieties that you're not going to be able to find if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or any of these big box stores. So that kind of gives us our advantage at the farmer's market. All right, so how we organize everything and how we display it in our farm stand when we get to the farmer's market is we use these. We reuse commercial plant organizers, you may say. So this particular one has 10 slots in it. So I'm only going to choose tomato varieties, pepper varieties, where I have 10. So this can come right out of our truck, right onto the table. We'll have the card that explains, has a picture of the tomato for the most part. Well, we have, probably 25 varieties, so we don't have all 25 cards. But the ones that we have the most of, we have a little card that says days of germination, whether it's an heirloom, determinate, indeterminate. So our customers will be able to see that right away and kind of get a visual of what that tomato is going to look like in 65 days, 70 days, 85 days, whatever it is, days to harvest. So I'm going to go through now and try to put together a tray, kind of show you what that looks like. And there's a tray of beefsteak tomatoes. Now we're going to make sure each one of these gets a tag. They're not all tagged right now. We're lucky enough right now that we've acquired some beefsteak kind of commercial tags, but a lot of times, I mean, we're writing tags out, which is kind of labor intensive, but just not at the point now where we're going to order commercial tags for every single plant that we have. All right, now this tray is kind of what we're looking for. We have Brandywine Red, one of those heirlooms. And right there, that's a 4.5 inch tomato plant. And that's what we're looking to provide. All are staked. This one has 2 stakes. And you'll see some of them. There's 2 tomatoes in this pot. Now we could thin that out, split it up. But, customers come in, you see 2 plants in a pot. I know if I went to a farmer's market and saw 2 in a pot, I'm probably going to gravitate towards that. They don't all have it, so it pays to get to the market early so you can have your pick of the tomatoes you want. So our first cherry tomato that we have here are the yellow pears. I mean, they're just growing great. Again, so we'll have the big slicing variety. We'll have a few sauce tomatoes, not a ton, but we'll definitely have a yellow cherry tomato like this this yellow pear. We'll have a few pot cherry tomatoes, designed to go in hanging baskets or pots on your deck. But yellow pear, always a customer favorite here at the farmer's market. And here's a variety I think makes us unique as far as selling plants or selling annuals, is we have the green zebra tomato, and that's a great looking plant. That's exactly what we're trying to sell. It's a tomato that when it's ripe, it's green, has yellow stripes. It's a less acidic tomato. We have tomato profiles in our short section of our YouTube channel, so check those out. But the green zebra is something you're not going to find at Home Depot, Lowe's, or at your local hardware store when they're selling these annual plants. Now, what has been described to us as our best tasting tomato by our customers is the black cherry tomato, the indeterminate variety that is going to put off a ton of tomatoes. And they grow like crazy. They're going to need trellising, but the black cherry tomato, and that's probably going to be the last cherry tomato that we bring today, because we're not bringing, like I said, we have dozens and dozens of tomato varieties, so we don't bring them all. So black cherry and yellow pear are going to be our 2 cherry tomatoes that come to this week's market. An heirloom tomato new to us this year is the pineapple tomato. So again, another heirloom indeterminate variety. Right now, a little smaller than the other tomatoes we're bringing, but like I said, this is the first year we've grown them, so I'm not sure exactly their growing pattern. And if you get that quick growth as like a beefsteak gets, but they're nice, healthy, sturdy tomatoes. And if I was a customer, I'd be happy to purchase these for $4. So that's kind of our guide when we're looking at what we're going to bring and if it's ready to bring to market or not. And our last tray of tomatoes here did a split tray for the purpose of trying to get a little more variety. We have purple heart tomato again. That's one that we've grown this year for the very first time. And we are going to bring another cherry tomato, the tumbler. And the tumbler is specifically designed for pots. It tumbles over the side of the pot. It's great for your deck or a hanging pot, something of that variety. Very popular last season at the market, so I'm sure it'll be again. So that's going to give us 7 varieties of tomatoes tomorrow. And we're not just going to bring these, we'll also bring some overstock in case people just love tumblers, and all 5 sell in the first half an hour. So we'll have some more to stock up, but each week we're going to have different tomato varieties. So when we go to the market, we're more than just tomatoes. Even though we kind of want to be known as tomato people, that's what I really enjoy growing. I like growing different varieties. I'll have all these varieties in my garden. I'll have well over 100 tomato plants, probably 20 some varieties, really whatever we have. But we will be bringing other annuals. We have white eggplant, and we also have black beauty eggplant that are going to be coming with us. Another nightshade. We like the white eggplant because it's just cool to have just another color growing in your garden. You know, as you look out there, it's all red tomatoes. We like to have the green tomatoes, the yellow tomatoes, white eggplant. We have green tomatillos, and we actually have purple tomatillos. This is a green tomatillo. One plant will give you hundreds upon hundreds of tomatillos. Something new to us this year are lunchbox peppers. So here we have an orange lunchbox pepper, and they're about 1.5 inches big. And we have yellow, we have red, we have orange, may have another color, I'm not sure. And we're just going to present those kind of in a bunch, and you can pick out the color that you want. but grew them last year and just a big time producer for us. Here we go. Here's one of the yellow lunchbox peppers. We have some hot peppers this year, but I believe that only the jalapenos are going to make the trip tomorrow. So we have our jalapeno peppers. They're looking good. We also have a hot lemon pepper. So I see one that I think would be good to sell, but we don't have enough for a tray, and I'm not bringing, just a handful of peppers in for us at the market. We have our red bell peppers. This variety over here is a Red Baron. And the peppers always seem to get a little bit, they're a little slower to get going. But once that heat of the summer hits, they are going to absolutely take off. And just a few pepper plants will give you more peppers than you'd ever wish to have there. You'll be giving away to your friends, your neighbors, everybody on your block. So that's it. Like annuals, we have the standards, the tomatoes, the peppers. We'll have Bush Champion cucumbers and maybe straight eights. I forgot the other variety. But 2 kinds of cucumbers all the time. And then we have our annuals. Now the annuals we're going to have are Triple Crown Thornless Blackberries. We're going to have American Elderberry. We have Ozark Strawberries. And hoping to have our Brown Turkey figs and our Celeste figs at some point. But they're still waking up from their winter nap, so they will not be ready this time around. And here are our black Triple Crown blackberries. The ones in the old coffee ones are ones I'm planting out in our yard. And here's our figs. Like I said, they're just waking up. It's a brown turkey here, a brown turkey here. They're just waking up for the winter nap. And our American elderberry, which if you have room to grow them, they do grow like weeds, but they're a great thing to grow in your garden because it's almost impossible to kill them. You can run them over with a lawnmower and they're going to keep coming back. So again, we're not just annuals too. We have perennials. We're not just edibles. We have some ornamental plants that we sell as well. We'll have some small euonymus bushes. We'll have butterfly bushes, weeping willows. We have comfrey. Just a lot of different things. So I'm hoping to have some mulberry trees, another edible later on in the season. We just have to wait for all these things to start waking up from their winter nap and get ready to be sellable in a sellable condition. So these things will be available. Severna Park Farmers Market this coming Saturday, the 19th of April, 2025. And this Thursday, tomorrow, Cult Classic Brewing parking lot in Kent Island, Maryland, for the Kent Island Farmers Market. We're going to have a bunch of plants out there. It looks like the temperatures at night are going to be okay. I'd have no problem planting outside now. It's either this week, next week, the week after is prime to get those plants in the ground, start seeing those things grow and grow your own food. So thanks for being with us. We have tomato profiles in a short section. Check out the shorts. Goes into a little bit of detail on some of these tomatoes that we have available. Just real quick, we talked about our strawberries. Our Ozark strawberries, they are $5 a piece. So get out there early, get your pick of the plants, and we'll see you there.